everyone, so this is Beauty by Rosh and I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing the blush tag. So I want to give a big shout out to my friend Karen. She's amazing and she's on YouTube, so go check out her channel because she does a lot of product reviews and hauls as well as makeup tutorials and stuff, and she's been at it for a long time. So if you're looking to buy some products and stuff and you want some recommendations, her channel is something to check out because she has a lot of reviews for years now on palettes as well as some foundations and a lot of things like that. So make sure to go check her out, and I'll leave the links below so you can find her. And today she's tagged me, so I'm doing the blush tag. And without me chit-chatting too long, let's get right into it, and I'll talk about all the blushes I chose for this tag. So let's get right into it, and I've got the questions right here, and this is from Karen's description that I'm using. So yeah, don't forget to check that out. I will link her below. So let's go into it. Number one, that is best packaging. So this, okay, I'm cheating already even in number one, but I promise you this is the only cheat. This, I have to give it to this. This is the Wet and Dry collection from MAC, and I didn't pick up the blush because it was sold out when I was in New York because it had just come out. But I do have this called the matte bronze, and actually you can use bronzer as blush, and that's because like if it matches your skin tone and like kind of you can work with like a blush, I mean you can do it, because I know there are blush colors that are just like this, and this is one of my favorite sort of bronzers anyway, because it has such a nice cool tone, and I think the packaging is absolutely beautiful. And I know you can't really see it, and it just says MAC, and it's so cool. So yeah, so this is number one, and that's best packaging. And second question is Prettiest Color. So Prettiest Color, I need to give this to Peaches from MAC, and I know a lot of people love this blush, and as you can see I've hit pan even in that. And this is a really nice peach color, and it kind of goes with a lot of looks, and this is why I like it. And it's just a color like this, and I love what it looks like, and it's just so like, I feel it looks so natural on my skin, like you can't even really see it because you don't want blush to look super crazy on your cheeks. It looks a bit clownish, so but it's again personal preference, but I like something like this, and this for me is the Prettiest Color. So that's Peaches from MAC. So three is most pigmented. Okay, now this one is so easy for me because this one. This is Love Thing from MAC, and it's a mineralized blush. Okay, and this thing is super pigmented, and it is like a really nice, I don't know, like it is a really deep pink. I wouldn't say this is like everyday use. So I'm just gonna swatch that for you and show you what I mean. Really pigmented, and there you go. Just one swipe, okay, and then there's even another swipe if you wanted to. See, in the other one you couldn't even see it. So yeah, so I really like this blush, but you got to be really careful not to take too much off your brush and just put, because it's going to be really hard to blend it out afterwards. And this is the blush that I'm wearing right now actually, and since of late, since I got this, I've been wearing it really often actually, although it seems not so practical for everyday use. I mean, if you know how to put your brush in and just tap it, the color out, then it'll be fine. So that's it. That is my third one, and that's the most pigmented. Okay, so number four. Number four is Everyday Blush. Okay, so this one also was really easy for me because I've got this, and clearly this is Everyday Blush because you can just see pan, and I haven't replaced it because I haven't had the chance. I sometimes still use it, and I try to scrape out whatever I can, swirl my brush in there like as much as I can. And this is Sincere from MAC, and this is such a beautiful color, and I know you guys can't really see the color, but it's like this taupey brownie, I don't know, it's kind of like a lot like our skin color anyway. So I think it's really beautiful, and I think it's perfect for an everyday blush, and sort of doesn't sort of blare out on your skin or make it look like silly, and it kind of goes with any lip color. So this is Sincere from MAC, and that's my number 4 everyday blush. So 5. Ooh, 5 is Party Blush. And I don't really know like what you mean by a party blush. I would imagine it's something that has too much shimmer to wear during the day or something like that. It's like very pigmented or really shimmery. And I chose something, okay, I know the earlier 4 was all from MAC. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan. But I did choose something for party blush from Sri Lanka. And this is called Giordani Gold, and this is actually from Oriflame. This is something, I mean, I don't really pay too much attention to blush until this blush tag came along. So I think it's good because I did look into my makeup collection and check out my blushes that I haven't even looked at in like maybe 5-6 years sometimes, and this, I don't even really know if I should be using this anymore. I need to check the expiry date on this because I haven't used this in like forever. So, and there are ways to check, and sometimes the box itself says it, but I just want to share with you this blush, and this you can get from Oriflame in Sri Lanka, and let me show you how it comes. So the packaging is like this, and actually the packaging is really nice as well. I think it's like my number 2 pick for the number 1 question. And it comes with a little sponge like this, and take it off, and then you get these little balls, what do you want to call it, and they're really beautiful actually. It's good for an all over glow if you want to do that sort of dewy finish, or of course you can use it as a blush or a bronzer, and I think it's really beautiful, and it does really get shimmery, and that is why I chose it to be my party blush, and I'll show you how shimmery it gets. And already like the camera doesn't really pick up so much of like shimmer and stuff, but it is really shimmery, and there's like little specks of gold in it, and I guess that's why it's called Giordani Gold. But yeah, I like this, and I think it's really beautiful. It's a really good product that you can buy right here in Sri Lanka. So yay, you guys can go get this if you want, and it's really beautiful, and it comes in this nice box that I've kept it all this time for. So that's that. Okay, so next question. The next is regret purchasing. Now I've got a problem here because I don't really have one blush that I regret purchasing. See, I'm not really hugely into blush, so I don't have that many. I mean, not like the other things in my collection, which I have loads and loads of, and I've like thrown away things that I don't use and like kept them away and stuff. So I know I regret purchasing those. But with blush, I mean, I feel you can work with any blush unless it's like something really like not practical. But most blushes, even something as pigmented and crazy as this one that I showed earlier as the most pigmented one, I mean, you can, there are ways to blend it in and like work with, and even if it's colors that are too close to your skin tone, you can work with even for an all over. So I don't really have a purchase that I really regret, so I'm not going to put something in that. If at all, it will be just for the sake of it. So I don't really have anything that I regret because I do not have way too many blushes in my collection anyway. Okay, so moving on. Number 8, most used and would never let go of. Okay, this is very this thing because it's this, and it's in a pan because I've lost what it came in, and this is why I will never let go of it. It's called Pink Swoon Pink Swoon from from MAC, and look at that. It's crazy. It's one of those MAC blushes that I've really gone like super heavy on and finished, but I still keep it because there's a little bit, and I would never let go of this. So clearly, you know, I'm telling the truth when I say I love this blush and I'll never let go of this. This is Pink Swoon from MAC, and it's so pretty and I love this color, and I know a lot of people don't like wearing such pinky colors, and that's the color right here, and I love it. It's so beautiful when you put it on your cheeks, and it has like this youthful look to it and kind of finishes everything off. I know you girls might be scared of using something this pink, but it is really, really, really beautiful, and I don't know, I love it, and I think it really matches my skin tone. So that is the blush that I love the most and never let go of. So clearly I haven't let go of this. So that was number 8. Number 9. Okay, number 9 silly. What is your favorite blush brand? Yeah, it's MAC. MAC is my favorite blush brand because MAC was like one of my first loves when it came to makeup. I mean, now I use a lot of other brands like Makeup Forever and Benefit, Too Faced. I love Too Faced. I love Tom Ford. I like the things from Charlotte Tilbury. Some of their stuff is amazing, of course. And not forgetting even things like Bobbi Brown. I'm a big fan, but I mean, MAC was the first brand that I really worked with, and I really like sort of bought a lot of stuff from even and learned a lot of things with. So I think I have the most amount of MAC blushes and the most amount of MAC makeup in my collection, so I have to say the favorite blush brand has to be MAC. Okay, so that's that. Then 10. Greatest blush discovery of the year. Okay, it's really difficult, this one, because this year there's only 4 months so far and I haven't really discovered anything. But last December is when I bought this Love thing, and I really like it, and I think this is the newest purchase of mine, and this was December 2015, so it's not really this year's pick, so I don't really have a blush for that because I haven't really gone out and picked out anything at a Sephora or wherever, because I haven't been abroad in the last 4 months. So no blush for that. But most practical, I have something for that, and that's this. This is a Sephora like a box that they came out with a little while back actually. I picked this up maybe about 2 years ago. But this is so cool because it has the eyeshadows like that, with so many colors, as well as it's got its own blush as well as lip. So let's put that back in. These blushes, this is what I'm talking about, and this is amazing because obviously if you're traveling and stuff, it really does help to just take this one box because it kind of fits in anything, and I've obviously used it a lot. I really like some of the colors in this as well. But this is a blush tag, so let's talk about the blush in this. This has some amazing colors, I mean a color range. These two ones from the top and this one, they are the most pigmented and the most like brightest colors, but they also have some beige colors, some sort of pearly looking peach color here. There's also a light pink here, which is also very, very, very similar to Pink Swoon that I love from MAC. I think this one is like a very close dupe to that. And I think this color is a good everyday like brownie, kind of brown, kind of pink color. So I think this is the most practical blush little palette that I have, because I mean I've had them for so long and they haven't really finished or anything. So I love this one, and this is something I do travel with, so if you need to do different looks you can do that. So yeah, so that is my most practical blush. Then next one, next question is least practical blush. I do have one. This would probably fit into, oh my god, don't buy, I don't really understand why I had this. This is a really old purchase, and this color right here from Maybelline. I'm not sure if they make this anymore, but this is the long wearing blush from Maybelline, and it's called Pink Pony, And I know it looks a lot like the other blushes that I showed you, but I promise you it's not. It's crazy pink, and I don't know who could wear that pink. It's crazy, and maybe the light is not showing how crazy it is. When you put this on, it's not very practical. It's only good for like a really heavy kind of look, and maybe not for every day, and you can't do a lot of lip colors or a lot of things with it. And it is like, I don't know, on the swatch obviously it is a really pretty color. I mean, I don't have any problem with the color. It's just as a cheek color, it just looks a little much. So that is my least practical one. So almost at the end, there's only 2 more questions. 13 is most expensive. For me, from my collection that I have, the most expensive would be Bobbi Brown. Because the Bobbi Brown blushes, obviously they are in this small packaging like this. And Bobbi Brown stuff are a little bit more pricier than the MAC blushes and the MAC makeup. Usually even their foundations and powders, everything, lipsticks, everything's a little bit more pricier. So for me, this is the most expensive blush, and this is Almond, and it's a number 4. But it is a really pretty everyday color, and I have worn it a lot. I think I even wore this for my wedding day look, and this is the color that I used because it is like sort of a perfect, sort of not so crazy blush color. So that is my most expensive. So we're at the final question, and that is least expensive. Now I've taken least expensive in 2 categories. And that's because I want to show you girls out there a higher end option which is very, very cheap, and also like a drugstore option. So usually, because everyone just talks about drugstore when it comes to cheap, but if you want really like high-end products, if you're wondering what brand is quite cheap, and that is Clinique. Okay, so Clinique blushes are really cheap, and even their eyeliners and stuff are much cheaper than and inexpensive than say a MAC or Bobbi Brown or Shumera or any of them, and yet it's a high-end blush, and it's a high-end product, and that's these 2 colors right here. And these are really great for traveling because they're really small and tiny. This has like sort of a bronzy shade and a highlight shade, and sort of if you put it together, swirl your brush together, you can get a nice blush color. It's called Almond Blossom, and the other one is called Precious Posse. Those 2, and these are the least expensive blushes if you're going for a high-end blush. So I just wanted to mention Clinique as a brand of makeup that is not so expensive. I mean, I don't go for a lot of makeup from them because I don't really like some of their stuff, but I love their skincare, of course. But I do recommend just a couple of products from them, and that's the blushes are really, these are fine, these are pigmented and they're creamy and they have no issues. They're really nice. And the other thing I absolutely love, even more than the MAC Black Track, is that True Black Gel Liner, and I have it in brown and black, and they are amazing. They are just amazing because they glide on so easy, and they don't dry out like the MAC Black Track Gel Liner. If you have the pot and they've dried out, you know what I'm talking about. So that's something I love from them. Then from Sri Lanka and from the drugstore, I've got this Constance Carroll Shimmer Glimmer. And it's like this, and it says it's number 2 gold shimmer. Shimmering powder to create natural radiance. Can be used all over face to highlight cheeks, blush and eyes. You can basically, it's like an all over face thing. So I don't know if this goes as a cheat, but you can use some of these colors as like a mineralized blush. So yeah, so that's the least expensive, and I know this is least expensive because this is from Sri Lanka and you can buy it anywhere, I think at British Cosmetics, and this is only 455 rupees. So that is my least expensive pick if you're looking for something just for an all over glow or for some blush. I think that's great. So that was my blush tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys could pick out some of those blushes that I did mention which were good, and maybe the ones that I said that weren't so great you can skip on. So this is something that's been going on YouTube, and I thought I will also get into the trend since Karen told me about it and she tagged me in her video. Go check out her video, I'll keep the link below. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope I'm helping you girls out there looking for some great products and stuff like that. And I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video, and if you haven't subscribed to me before already, then please hit the subscribe button. It's usually on your right, so that's this side. It's usually on your right or on the bottom, so you don't miss out on any more videos from me. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.